Have you recently had issues getting resin in your plant? Orders being pushed or missed? Prices rising out of control? The automotive industry is no exception to the recent tight supply and cost increases for raw materials. I would like to take a few minutes to talk to you about material storage solutions and ideas that can give you an edge in this market. So you might be asking, how can material storage and unloading solutions help mitigate raw material shortages and cost increases? I'll start by telling a story that might sound familiar. Recently, a processor was explaining how crazy and unpredictable the raw materials market was. The news and stories of raw material shortages and pricing started circulating. So they reached out to their material suppliers to confirm their upcoming releases were going to be okay. The suppliers confirmed they were okay, but they suggested placing some additional orders and bringing in some shipments. Within a week, the material supplier had reached out to advise that they would miss the next day's shipment, and within a few days, the customer's stock was depleted. The scramble began to find resin at any means and any cost necessary. The short-term solution? 50-pound bags until that promised and confirmed order was going to be delivered. You can imagine how the raw material shortages, pricing, and short-term fix had a dramatic impact on the customer's business. Now, this particular customer did not have surge bins or silos, but processes out of gaylords, so you might ask, what advantage would a silo or a surge bin serve? Well, flexibility for receiving material, space, and material price, and I'll just quickly outline those. Flexibility for receiving material. Simply put, the more ways you're able to bring in raw materials, whether it be rail car, bulk truck, gaylords, or bags, the more flexibility you have when the market gets tight to order whatever is available. Secondly, the more storage capacity you have, the easier it will be to store extra material when you need it. Space. Is your warehouse full? Don't want to waste precious space with extra raw materials? Both silos and surge bins are excellent ways to store massive amounts of material in very little space. You need to be able to bring in material releases when the market gets tight without jeopardizing that precious floor space. Material price, this one's simple. Buy more, pay less. In addition to paying less per pound, when you have the additional storage capacity, you have the ability to take advantage of a decrease in resin costs. Okay, so now I'd like to take a few minutes and summarize both of Conair's silo and in-plant surge bin options, and what you can do if you already have these systems and want to improve upon them. A silo provides another means for receiving deliveries of material. The great news is that if you don't have access to rail car to receive shipments, most bulk deliveries are received by bulk trucks that have their own blower systems to unload materials into the silos via fill lines. These fill lines are a typical option when a silo is purchased. So what does that mean for you? So you put up a silo, you add a truck fill line, and there's no need for you to add any vacuum or pressure system to load that silo. If you do have access to railcar, we have a wide variety of bulk unloading systems depending on rates, distances, budget, and preference. Silos come in a wide variety of materials, constructions, diameters, and heights. Silo material construction options include carbon steel or aluminum. Silo construction options include welded, spiral spun, or bolted. Silo sizes range from 10 foot in diameter to 18 feet high, so roughly 38,000 pounds of material at the very smallest end. And then at the largest end, 14 foot in diameter by 72 feet high, which is roughly 420,000 pounds of material. So then just to give you an idea of how these materials are being received, the bulk trucks typically deliver 40,000 to 50,000 pounds of material, while each rail car typically holds 180,000 to 200,000 pounds of material. And the silo prices, they fluctuate with the price of steel, and lead times typically 12 to 14 weeks. In-plant surge bins can also provide another means of storing a large amount of material in a very small footprint. You have the ability to order truckloads of gaylords and create an unloading system to get the gaylords off the floor in the storage racks and into the surge bins. This gives you the ability to load up on resin when the supply starts to get tight, without taking away from that precious floor space. Surge bins will require a vacuum system for loading the resin, so whether a self-contained system for smaller applications or a central vacuum pump for larger systems, Conair has a solution that can be tailored to your application, budget, and preference. Surge bins, like silos, are available in many different materials, sizes, and options. Typical material of constructions include stainless steel or painted carbon steel. Sizes range from the smallest of 4 square feet to 5 feet high, holding roughly 600 pounds, to the largest at 8 square feet by 12 feet in height, holding roughly 18,000 pounds of material. Surge bins can be custom designed to include leg extensions for Gaylord clearance, drain ports with butterfly valves for easy draining, and access ladders and railing to combine multiple surge bins together, and many other neat features.